Barak the Yahweh, Barakatah, Yehoshua, Barak the Yahweh, Barakatah, Yehoshua, Bahasham, Rakakwadash, the honors to the apostles, the elders, salutations to you, sincere brothers, teaching in truth and sincerity. Lesson will be entitled Another One. Dennys is closing. My source, Natural News. Article entitled Dennys is shutting down 150 stores to boost cash flow amid declining sales. Published 10/29/24. 24-hour diner and breakfast restaurant Denny's recently announced the closure of 150 branches out of its 1,700 locations worldwide. 50 store closures by the end of this year, and the remaining 100 locations will be shut in 2025. According to a Securities and Exchange filing from the chain on Tuesday, October 22nd, the company aims to strengthen its cash flow as the chain will try to reach a goal of growing annual unit volume sales to 2.2 million. We believe this is absolutely the right thing to do to make our system stronger, Denny's CEO Vladi said. The more than 100 branches that will be shut make for roughly 10% of Denny's stores. It has not yet been announced which locations will close down, but Bellotti said that it is the unperforming restaurants that would stop operations. Among the restaurants closing are older locations that are too old to remodel or are based in unprofitable locations, said its executive vice president and chief global development officer Stephen Dunn. Some of these restaurants can be very old, so when you think of a 70-year-old plus brand, you have a lot of restaurants that have been out there for a very long time, he told investors at the meeting. Meanwhile, Denny's reported its fifth straight quarter of declines in sales and locations that were open for at least a year. Since the fill in the blank, the restaurant has not returned to its usual around the clock hours in around a quarter of its locations. Because of this, the chain has now officially slashed its hours. This came after Dunn said it didn't make sense, especially since foot traffic and changing consumer behaviors continue to show as effects from the fill in the blank. Moreover, it has also limited its menu options from 97 to 46. According to the management, adults who were looking for cheaper options began ordering from the kids menu to save money, or they don't get it. The restaurant has begun offering value options to lure in customers, just like Applebee's Whole Lotta Burger with fries deal for $9.99 and Chili's $10.99 burger meal that is bigger and cheaper than the Big Mac. It's over. Inflation continues to hunt consumers, affecting restaurant family dining. So again, as these prices inflate, hourly wages remain constant. And therefore, eventually, the middle class will be wiped out because they cannot afford to keep up. Okay? So, let's go to Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and straight to the point. In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, your economists, and the strong men shall bow themselves, such as the investors in Dennys, because they are getting hit too. Okay? And the grinders cease because there are few. So 150 locations will shut down in regards to Dennys or the Dennys chain. And those that look out the windows be darkened. So what if you worked at Dennys? Now what's on your mindset? Is my location going to be closed? Now I gotta find more work in order to sustain my livelihood, whatever that may be. And those that look out the windows be darkened. And you know what? That causes what? Depression and anxiety. And the doors shall be shut in the streets, such as Dennys, because remember, around 2025, 150 chains will be closed. And this is based on the ones that are old and the ones that are unprofitable based on their locations. And the door shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low, and he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, setting your alarm clocks extremely early to get first in the unemployment line, or trying to go to the library and utilize their internet to find a job. When the sound of the grinding is low, and he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the dollars of music shall be brought low. And the reason why they are attempting to wipe out the middle class, because they are trying to convert the system to a digital system where you have what? 15-minute cities, right? Which you need a digital system for a 15-minute city. You can get to anything within 15 minutes. So, Revelation 13:16, and he calls all, both small and great, no middle, rich and poor, no middle, free and bond, to receive a charagma in their right hand or in their foreheads. And again, in order to participate or function in this oncoming digital system, you will need the charagma. You will need the charagma to enter into a 15-minute city. Okay? This is what Esau wants. Hence the New World Order. So, Lord will, this was an edifying lesson. Shalom.